Hey guys, Thunderstud here. I usually try not to record at night like this with this weird lighting because I don't have professional lighting, so I use natural lighting. But we just got the Ancient Gear Structure deck, and I was really excited about this deck. I pretty much just plugged a bunch of the new cards into one of my super old Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem decks, and I'm so excited about this deck. It's very strong. I'm going to be trying to get it to King Games all month. It'll probably change, it'll probably evolve, I'll probably change the skill. We'll see how it goes. But already, as it is, it's very strong. So, one of the new cards we got, Ancient Gear Golem, Ultimate Pound. He's pretty good. I don't use him too much in this one, but I'll read his effect. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflicts piercing battle damage. Up to twice per turn, when this attacking card destroys a monster by battle, you can discard one machine monster. This card can attack again in a row. If this card is on the field, is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add one polymerization from your deck to your hand, and if you do, add one other Ancient Gear monster from your graveyard to your hand. So, it's a lot going on. This deck I made doesn't really revolve around Great Pounds whatsoever. It revolves around Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, and believe it or not, it's the rare cards that change the deck so much and just put it over the top. It's so fast, it's so consistent. So Ancient Gear Golem, you know what he does. King of the Swamp, I've had 3 for so long and I always like to use them, so 3 King of the Swamp. Ancient Gear Frame, you can discard one card, add Ancient Gear Golem or one spell and trap that specifically lists Ancient Gear Golem in the text from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Ancient Gear Frame once per turn. If this card attacks your opponent, they cannot activate spells or traps, so he gets their effect inherently. 1600, discard one card, add your Ancient Gear Golem to your hand, and he does more. So, if this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon up to 3 Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Pounds from your hand, ignoring their summoning conditions. So super strong, just for a rare. This guy, even better, Ancient Gear Wyvern. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one Ancient Gear card from your deck to your hand, except Ancient Gear Wyvern. Also, you cannot set cards for the rest of this turn. You can only use this effect of Ancient Gear Wyvern once per turn. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate their effects. Your opponent's monsters cannot activate their effects until the end of the damage phase. So, super strong. Just summon him, search your Ancient Gear Golem. Says you can't set, this deck doesn't set, it doesn't matter. We put the new field spell, Gear Town. Both players can normal summon Ancient Gear monsters for 1 less tribute. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Ancient Gear monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. People are making decks that revolve around this card and the other spell card we get and destroying them. I think this is a better way to play it. This is just in the deck to give us follow-ups. If they overcome our first ultimate, then we can summon a Pound or a Golem with our middle-aged mechs for just 1, even with this. Or buff our normal beaters. So anyway, enough of the deck. Get to the replays. I hope you guys enjoy, and I look forward to working on this archetype. So thanks. So like I said, I usually don't record this time of night or anything, but I really wanted to show this deck quickly because I've been anticipating the structure deck coming. I'm very excited. So let's see. All these duels go really fast. This deck does not fool around. So even here, it looks like we kind of brick, but the beauty about King of the Swamp is he can be used, obviously, to search our poly, or used as an Ancient Gear Golem himself. Here, we get Wyvern. Look at how strong Wyvern is. Summon, +1, that's all you need. That's an Amazoness Princess, that's a Ritual Monster. All you need are searchers. Immediate Ancient Gear Golem. Let's go. Place field spell. Probably shouldn't have. Probably didn't need to. we're facing another Ancient Gear. But what can they do? They can't get over us. What is he gonna do, you know? This beats virtually every other Ancient Gear deck. There's no way they can get over us. They rely on a 3000 beater. So anyway, with these new rares, they just make the deck so consistent. As long as you're getting polys, you're always gonna have your ultimate gear goal every time. Quick duels. So I believe we're fighting more Ancient Gear, because while I'm recording this, the structure deck just came out, so everyone thinks they know how to play Ancient Gear. This may not be the best way to play Ancient Gears now, but it will beat every other Ancient Gear deck. There virtually will never have an out to this. Their monster destruction relies all on their monsters. So here, he's starting kind of like we do. But like I said, they're focusing around destroying like that spell and the field spell and stuff to special summon their Ancient Gear golems and stuff. It's thinking too small, man. You gotta think ultimate. You gotta go bigger. 3300, that's not big enough. 3600, still not big enough. Discard, it doesn't have to be a monster. We can discard anything, any card to get an Ancient Gear golem. It's crazy. Don't even use all my resources. Hold on to a King of the Swamp. Here comes the big boy, the real boss monster of Ancient Gears. 5,000! Crazy! Don't even attack his boss, because what is he gonna do? He just has to scoop. Crazy deck. Crazy. So I used to have an Ancient Gear Golem deck, very similar to this one, and used 3 King of the Swamps. I think it had more ways to search poly, like Fusion Sage. It revolved around heavy starter. I made it once we got 3 copies of Ancient Gear Golem. You use 3 copies of Ancient Gear Golem, and then just 2 other monsters over level 5, 2 other Ancient Gear monsters over level 5. And it's a real consistent way to get out Ultimate Gear. But before it was just memes, because you had to throw all your resources into the Ultimate Ancient Gear, and then they have a little bit of monster destruction and get over you. But with this deck, you're not draining your resources as much. You're getting help from their summons, you're getting help from searches, so you're doing way more. So here we have a UA player who did a weird rebounder and defense start. Search with Wervin, get our summon off, have another monster on the field. Look at how crazy that is. To have a 2k monster and this 4.7k beast, he just runs away. Look at how quick these duels are. It's insane. Like, the consistency, I might want to put in more ways to search poly, just so we always have a poly. So as of right now, I'm using middle-aged mechs, just because I can't really think of anything better, and I feel like there's something better. I feel like we're not utilizing the skill like we could. I don't want to necessarily do heavy starter, because I feel we don't need it so much anymore. Maybe something defensive? I'm not sure. Maybe grit? Actually, grit would probably be pretty good. But I feel middle-aged mechs just gives you so much depth, because you have stuff to fall back on if you're ultimate. So here, Ancient Gear Frame, that's where it's beautiful. You can discard any card. Any card in your hand, as long as you have him, is an Ancient Gear Golem. We discarded a second copy of Poly. Get our Ancient Gear Golem again. We're gonna have 2 monsters on the field again. Here, I was actually hoping, you know, obviously we're fighting Koakimiru. He's a last gamble on set 1 on his first turn. I was really hoping to show you what Ultimate Ancient Gear does to Karibo, because if it was a Karibo, he would have still got OTK. He would have took 4,500. It's a Sandman, 3,500 plus the 1,900. Super crazy. So maybe use grit. Maybe have more ways to search poly instead of the field spell. The deck's still evolving. I'll probably have a finished version to King of Games hopefully this month. And yeah, look for more videos, guys. Thanks.